Welcome to the Return of the Movie Pits Blu-ray and DVD rundown. I take my vacation and now I'm pretty much back in the full swing of things and ready to give my spin on movies that you need to see and some that you need to avoid. So let's just get right into it and talk about the Sunshine Cleaning Blu-ray. The movie is pretty much about a single mom who is struggling to put food on the table with her working as a maid, and having an unreliable sister only makes things even harder. So when she decides she needs to send her son to a private school, she dives waist deep into a job of an unusual nature, and that's biohazard removal and crime scene cleanup. What starts out as a simple way to make some extra money, and after a bit of a rocky start, she realizes she is actually pretty good at this business, and that she actually enjoys doing it. Now, if you haven't heard of this film, I'm really not surprised. The film itself really had no major publicity at all. At least here in Arizona, we didn't have any publicity of this. It wasn't until the Blu-ray and DVD was going to be released that trailers started popping up on the TV every 5 fucking seconds. This film did, however, run through all the festival circuits and received a huge positive response, and for good reason after you see the movie. This is a movie that for the most part runs a little slow and is categorized as a comedy drama. And even with the subtle humor that is in the film, the movie is still very much mainly a drama. A lot of people are comparing this movie to like Little Miss Sunshine. I, however, am not one of those people. They are both great films and everything, but Little Miss Sunshine leans more to the humor side, no matter how dark the humor may be. And like I said, this is pretty much a straight-up drama, in my opinion. So enough about that. Now let me talk about a little bit about the acting in the film. The main actress in this movie is Amy Adams, and I think she did a remarkable job in this film. I really wasn't a huge fan of hers before watching this movie, but now I see that she does have a massive range in her acting ability, and she really drives the movie and keeps you interested to finish the film, no matter how slow the film might be moving. Emily Blunt plays the reliable sister Nora in this movie, and as far as I'm concerned, the way she played the role was more than typical. Again, I'm really not a big fan of hers at all, from anything I've seen her in, but I can tolerate her in this role because she is both very cynical and sarcastic, which is something I can really identify with. The young Oscar is played by Jason Spivak, who I've only really seen in Fever Pitch, from what I remember. And I think at his young age, which I'm really not sure what it is because I couldn't find anything on it, he is going to be a very great actor and is going to have a big career ahead of him, as long as he keeps up with it, because he's fantastic in this movie. But I'm really not going to talk too much about him, so let's just move on. Steve Zahn is in this movie, but his character, even though he introduces Amy's character to the crime scene business, I don't think was strong enough alone to really make an impact on the movie. Plus, his acting style is really an acquired taste, in my opinion. But I think the key to this movie, at least for me, is Alan Arkin. Alan Arkin is absolutely fucking amazing in this movie, just as he is in pretty much every movie he is in. He just has that unique ability to still every scene he is a part of, no matter how short or how long the scene might be. And I will say this now, it'll be a very sad day in the movie industry when he does pass, but as long as he graces us with his presence, I'm sure he'll continue to bring it and give it his all in every role that he portrays. As far as like the actual Blu-ray itself goes, the HD quality of the movie is actually really good, which is a rare thing to find with independent films. The disc really keeps the true look of the film, that gritty and slightly jerky feel that the film has is actually a real treat to see. Some people might not like it, but I actually enjoyed it. But you really have to see the quality for yourself. It's not something I can just ramble on about, so you're really going to have to check it out for yourself. The special features on this disc are kind of weak in my opinion. I was expecting a little more, especially from Anchor Bay, who normally have loads and loads of special features. But they seem to have left all special features, for the most part, out of this film. There is a commentary track with producer Glenn Williamson and writer Megan Hawley. For the most part, the commentary is entertaining to listen to, but there isn't a whole lot of insight on the making of the movie, other than really Megan talking about her routine for writing the script and how she entered it into a contest, which coincidentally was judged by Glenn Williamson. The only other special feature this disc had is called Sunshine Cleaning, a fresh look at a dirty business. Now, first time I heard that, I thought, okay, it's going to be a behind the scenes featurette. And if you think that, you would be wrong. It's about two real life ladies that do this as a job, and they more or less banter on about what is factual about the movie and what isn't. It really didn't float my boat, and I happen to think it ran 11 minutes too long. It isn't even in high definition, so it's twice as bad. So to sum things up, this is a great movie, but it will be an acquired taste, but many of you out there will enjoy it. The HD quality of the Blu-ray is good, but is it good enough to drop $20-some on a virtually empty Blu-ray? I don't think so. Give it a rent first and decide for yourself, though. But if you do like the movie, I do recommend you at least picking it up on DVD. But if you're adamant and must own the Blu-ray, by all means buy it. But I have to give the whole, the DVD package of this itself, 2.5 out of 5. But the movie does get 4 out of 5. Hope you check the movie out. Thanks for watching this review, and stay tuned for more in the days to come.